Hello and welcome to Artificial Ireland. Yours truly, Paulie. And we're back in the driver's seat Monday, and out we go again. 26th of the 8th, 2019. And hope everybody had a great weekend as it's 31 degrees here at 6:15 p.m. on Monday. And hello to everybody for joining us today. People ask me all about climate change, global warming, and I try to explain to people that what you see sometimes is not always what you see. It's not always the same. This fog that you see at the back of the motorbike is not fog. It's called, that's right, burning rubber. 24 minutes past 12 last Saturday afternoon, and there's the moon heading off into the west. And I just thought I'd put that in. Anyway, hope everybody had a nice weekend. And it's great to be back again, and always appreciate everybody for getting in touch. Just wanted to let you know that today's video is going to be called Where's All That Fuel Gone? Where does it all go? In fact, an airplane is the only form of transport that doesn't use fuel. And that's why I put today's video together, because people asked me over the weekend about the white lines in the sky. And I tried to tell them they're only condensation trails from air pressure, that airplanes run on air. And they swallow that. Now, fuel, yeah, or burning rubber, or mist, or fog. Which one? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That's right. Burning rubber, ladies and gents. But of course, somebody probably said it's mist. Chasing the motorbike. So remember, caution, smoke, or fog ahead, ladies and gents. And I put all this together just to keep everybody happy so that you know what you're looking at. And remember, without an effective market-based measure to reduce aviation emissions, there is no way that they're going to be able to bring down the heat that's surrounding the planet by 1.5 degrees as people meet up in Paris on a regular basis, that's right, against climate change. But of course, it's all to do with global warming, climate change, ladies and gents, that's right. So, go in and watch the two little storms that's taken place off the coast of America. And one is called L98, wherever they get the name from. I couldn't tell you, being honest with you. And then the other one, of course, is Doreen, I think they call it. Doreen. So remember, ladies and gents, just keep an eye on these storms and the pressures that you can see right down over the Amazon, and watch how it stretches from Brazil all the way up to Germany. That's right. Now, another condensation trail. Have a read of this. They've just found at least one hotspot in the northeast corner of Greenland, just below a site where an ice stream was recently discovered. The researchers don't yet know how warm the hotspot is, but if it is warm enough to melt the ice above it, even a little, it could be lubricating and base the ice sheet, enabling the ice to slide more rapidly out to the sea. This is a report that I came across a couple of days ago, and it goes back to 2007, all about Greenland's ice melting. Is it down to the humans that's causing this? No. It's to do with a particular location under the ice sheet that has magma coming from the inner core of the Earth that's coming up right beside a particular volcano that's right beside Greenland. Hence, that's why the ice is melting so quickly. And between that and the sun location, okay, and everything else, you have to understand how the mantle, as they call it, and the crust, okay, rises from time to time, all to do with the sun. The sun gets closer, the magma heats up, work out the rest, and it has to come out somewhere. Hence, that's why we have volcanoes everywhere. Okay, in the background, fuel. Fuel goes in and it has to come out, and that's the way it comes out, ladies and gents. Out of everything, motorbikes, you name it, cars, lorries, coaches, buses. That's right, and that's why you feel like you're going crazy. So time-lapse this piece of the video, and just to remind everybody that if you keep on being bombarded with information from social media, okay, that's wrong information. We will never know what we're looking at. And the artificial lines that's in the sky are the same as these lines that's created from the back of a van. Okay, and when it all lands and goes into the beautiful forest, people call it mist. So let's ask ourselves, why did a C-75 plane spraying while stuff into the sky on my 15-minute drive to work? Who pays for this and why is it happening? Is something being exterminated here? Is that something me? Does this have to do anything to do with the bees? Honeybees are dying off really fast. Why are some days normal with no plane spraying and other days like this? Who's responsible? What effect will it have on our health and our children's future? Who gave them the permission to do it? Because nobody asked most people down on the planet, was it okay for a little old airplane to spray the same way as the car sprays? And it's all poison, ladies and gents, because you wouldn't put your mouth over an exhaust pipe, and you certainly wouldn't put your mouth over an exhaust pipe of a jumbo jet, because you would probably die. But as they tell you, the kerosene goes into the engine, it goes through the engine, and it comes out as air pressure. Yes, and that's air pressure coming out the back of the car there, the black stuff that you see. That's right. Beautiful. It's like Guinness. And by the way, the chemtrails that are on the ground, it's not always mist and fog, like Mr. Weather Forecast Man tells you. And it's all done between satellites and your ground traffic control and the airplane. That's right. And that's it. It's all about there pressing the button. Keep an eye on October. I told you that already. And last Saturday, 27 degrees. Today is hotter. So remember, when the ice melts up near Greenland and we've no more polar bears left, it's not human beings' fault, ladies and gents. No, it's... What is it? That's right, it's the magma. It's the magma, ladies and gents. And you have to go in and watch. And listen, these reports are going back to 2007. 12 years ago, ladies and gents, before climate change and global warming became a household name and the kids came home with it from school because the teacher told everybody. Airplanes, ladies and gents. That's right, airplanes. And of course, there's the beam going across the middle. Down in Spain, it's a straight line, bouncing off something, but don't say it too loud because that's a conspiracy theory. And of course, it's the dodgy lenses that they put into these smart devices as well, even with filters. There you go, airplanes, when it all comes down, it becomes mist. Mist, everybody. And of course, as artificial intelligence will tell everybody over and over again, that if you keep on believing mainstream media, after a while, they'll hypnotise everybody into thinking that what you see with your eyes is not what you see. And go back to bed, nothing to see here. AI. That's right. And you even got the vowels going to school, remember? A-E-I-O-U. So they put AI everywhere. Just to remind everybody that what's going on with airplanes can only be done with artificial intelligence. Ladies and gents, there it is for you, in black and white. And I hope today you can share this video with other people to remind everybody about all the chemicals that come out people's mouths when they take a pull of a cigarette. Okay, it comes in one way and it goes out another way. And that's the way it is. And ladies and gents, today was no white lines in the sky. And we actually had natural clouds today for the first time, and when them clouds disappear, then it goes up to 31 degrees. That's the way it is, ladies and gents. Firstly, let me say thanks to everybody for getting in touch, and of course we have to say hello to a couple of people while the ice is melting and the governments tell everybody that we're all going to die unless we pay up or get out. Saladin 28, hey Paulie, it's a scary time, man. The Amazon gives us 20% of its oxygen. No one seems to be talking about this, but once a cathedral made of concrete bricks falls apart and goes on fire, everybody rushes for their checkbook because it's Chemtrails the movie. And that's where we are with all this artificial crap that goes on. Ladies and gents, what's the story, Paulie? It's cold in County Cavan. Revelation Files, thanks for the message. Comet Wormwood, observations, well done for all your messages. Fran171. Dark Tower, Crypto Trippo, Jerry, thanks Jerry, Anja, and Raven, and to all the people that send the messages, Mrs. RD3, and to Michael Ward. All remember, it's an Agenda 21 programme that has been laid out, laid out by the globalists at the end of the day. And you have to understand, it's put there for a reason. If you don't go in and study the old reports that have been put up on the internet before all the censorship, and you go in and find them, for yourself, and you'll see exactly all about the Greenland issue. And it's up to you then to take it with whatever pinch of salt you want and go off and ask yourself, what is going on? Why is the government not telling the people all about this? Why are the children coming home from school and telling mommy and daddy all about our fault? It's our fault that everything is falling apart. So, ladies and gents, today it's all about world new order. And what you see and what you're being told is two different things. That the smoke that you see is not always smoke. And what you do see with your own eyes is reality. Okay? And go up to the layers of the atmosphere as I put this up to show people exactly what's happening regarding airplane temperatures. And go up and up and up and up, and you'll see the difference. And take this piece of information and put it into Dr. Google and go back and see about heights and air temperatures and how these lines are caused in the sky and how they're there all day. Called, what are they called, ladies and gents? Because remember, I'm a conspiracy researcher. That's right, Paulie is a conspiracy researcher. So remember that, ladies and gents. If anyone ever asks you, the Paulie nut that people listen to all the time, he's a conspiracy researcher that goes in and tries to work all this out about the magma and the inner core and the outer core and all about how the inside of the planet works, and don't mind about little human being putting on the heating tonight when it gets cold because you need to heat up your house, or Mr. Guy that's too warm that needs to switch on his air conditioning unit to try and cool himself down, okay? And ask the question at the end of the day that it's Mother Nature from within that causes the issues, and for poles to shift and everything else, you have to ask a simple question that it doesn't make any difference about what the media says, because the bottom line is that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they've been putting up the same information all up on the Discovery Channel about now we should be all underwater, and we're not. Now you have to go in and Google all about what's going on at the Yellowstone Park, and go in and watch all the volcanoes that are local and the amount of little mini earthquakes that's happened in the last couple of weeks up there. To do with all the fracking as well that's happened over in the UK as well. And this is after 1 week. This after 1 week with 2 days of rain, and this all grows. Okay? Known as weeds and all this type of crap. Yellow daisies, whatever you want to call them. There's another name on it, but I can't mention it. And all this is in the space of a week. I cut all this nice little area before I went away to Spain. I come back and this is all out the back garden. Okay, after a week. So what's in the rain, ladies and gents? Okay, all this type of stuff that's mixing in with rain, with wind. And what's being dropped is your climate change overhead. This is putting a ring of steel technically around the world, all guided by satellites. So at what stage are the human beings going to wake up and say, look, you know, what's going on over in the Amazon? 3 weeks later, shame on the governments around the world. Shame on social media companies and joints not to jump onto the bandwagon here and to try and explain to everybody that it's us, the human beings, yeah, that is causing climate change and it's giving us the dates of how long we have to live. Okay, now, there was another person called Moses that done the same thing as well. But at least he told everybody where we stand. Not like social media companies that want to keep you out of the loop. And always watch the location of the sun, the location of the magma, and watch what's happening with the volcanoes. They're there for a reason. The inner core, the outer core, the mantle, the upper mantle, the crust. Go in and study up all about them and how the inner core burns up and brings all this up to the top, okay? And then it explodes then. And that's what you watch when you see the volcano going bang. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this 14 minutes, 42 seconds. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you don't like the video, don't watch them again. Remember, ladies and gents, I won't be getting any checks of 40,000k or nothing off nobody at the end of the day. The only money I'll probably ever make from doing these videos is if I get a load of t-shirts made from China, okay, with the Goo Goo logo and the censorship on the back. That mightn't be a bad idea. Love yous and leave yous, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.